Clybridge Station, Rob. Good evening, mate. How are you? First one in. Train spotting with Danny up, mate. Thanks for coming. All good here. Well, I was doing a gardening today, doing some work. Oh no, it's Rob's message rather. Good evening. Been a while. How are you? Yeah, good. Thanks for asking, Dan. Hope you are too, mate. A Black 5 coming through Northwich tomorrow morning and back again tomorrow night. Not on this line. It's on the Northwich line. Manchester to Holyhead it is, and back again. Rob's rather has been doing the gardening today. Ah, cool. Rob's got some photos of his depot work that he's going to send later. Dan says we've got Euroshed on the Drax later, and the Orion as well. It's been that long, Dan. I can't remember if it is. It still on its regular time slot? Yeah, and those 90s, probably more than likely, those 90s are Class 66 as well, as we've become accustomed to over the last 12, 18 months that's been happening now. There we go. First one of the evening, lights around the bend. Not moving too quickly, this one. So this is either very, very late or very, very early, one or the other. All right, well, that probably makes a little bit of sense. That's the non-stopper version, but interestingly gone through platform 1. Guess we've got a Pendo behind. Yeah, a bit hazy, are we? How's that, Dan? Dare I ask, how's the hair? Says Rob. Still got it, Rob. Still got it. Much better. Nice one. Cheers, Dan. We've got lights in the distance coming from Hartford. First Pendo of the night, sparking away there. And that obviously will explain the 350 going through platform 1. Dan was in Scotland last Wednesday on the Sleeper. Lovely experience. Also riding on a passenger service HST for the first time too. Speaking of HSTs, a Rail Scot one has caught fire today. Where was that, Dan? And as I say that, Rob's there with the answer. Mr. 156 Andrew, aka the Shortbread Express. Good evening, pal. Thanks for coming. How are you? You seen the ScotRail fire today, Andrew? Great. How about you, matey? Yeah, all good, mate. Filming on Sunday for a flashback scene for this play that I'm doing in April. And yeah, Andrew did see it. We've got a Black 5 coming through Northwich tomorrow morning. Manchester to Holyhead and back again via Chester. What a journey that will be, going along the North Wales coast, being pulled by a Black 5. That'd be pretty mint, that. Some nice views along that way. Recently got across 37 Island Mall going through Cumbernauld. Bowness. Nice one. Flymo. Good evening, Adam. How are you? Thanks for coming, pal. Evening, Trevor. How are you? Is that winter season on stage over? Not far off. I went to see one last night at the theatre. It's her turn now. Hilarious. Absolutely brilliant it was. And then they've got another two after that. I'm in one of them. That's the season done. It's good to see a costume. Glad to have an alternative interest. Nice one, Tom, mate. Yeah, you'll be very interested to see me in this costume. Put it that way. I'm going to keep you waiting now. The play's called The Taxidermist's Daughter. I'll tell you that much. John Bollin, good evening, sir. Thank you for coming. How are you? Not even close, Rob. Triple, though. Now I am confused. I do believe that double denim was banned in the late 80s, though, wasn't it? Or should have been. Anyway, lights in the distance from Hartford, probably another Pendo. We're not due any freight. Well, not that I've been told. We've obviously got Drax in about 45 minutes. So these lights at Hartford don't seem to be moving too quickly. Could this be the first stopper of the night? You'll know when I move. Unless, of course, anyone's got rail cam up. The tracker app's up. So there we go. Yes, it is the first one. So into the bushes we go. There it is. First one of the night. Drax going over the overpass at Runcorn, heading my way. Thank you, Adam. That's a first. That's a first for me. They must have brought it into service now, finally. Have they, Adam? The 800s running to Blackpool, replacing the Voyager. Not actually caught a Blackpool service for a while now, so I'm not aware of where they're up to. Send you a photo reel of when double denim was around in 2002. I could have sworn after the 80s it was made a criminal defence to wear double denim, you know. Obviously, I was mistaken, Rob. Runcorn East is a whole new electrified section. Liverpool Line Street to Birmingham. 5 or 6 a.m. service approaching from the Liverpool side. You are quite correct. Oh, perhaps not. Well, that got here quick, didn't it? And we've got lights in the distance. This will be the 800, the Blackpool service you were on about. Nice bright lights in the distance. Nice. Rob, just rewind that back and have a look at the panto on that. You wouldn't have seen it last week, but they're actually lit up. It's pretty cool, actually. You probably wouldn't have noticed it live, but if you play it back, you'll see it. We've also got 39119, says the Shortbread Express. $29 people in, doing good for numbers. Thank you for being here. Do appreciate everyone stopping by. Feel free to jump in and say hello. Andrew won't bite. What is it with London North Western being on time tonight? Steve, good evening, Trev. I'm here lurking in the background. Thank you, Steve. How are you? Thanks for coming. Steve, we've got a kettle coming through in the morning on the Northwich Chester line. Platform 1 again. This time stopping. Lake Pendo coming up fast. Yeah, it was the same half an hour ago with the non-stopper 350. Went through platform 1. 2 minutes later, Pendo come flying through. Got lights in the distance, probably a Pendo again. So it looks like we're going to get two of them. Yeah, we've got lights just come round the bend behind me as well. We've got a crossover here. Oh, what is this? I'm no expert, but that was not a Pendo. Moneybrook Junction, good evening to you. Yes, you are just in time. We've just had a tornado go off here, an absolutely freezing cold one. Moneybrook Junction, of course, a member supporting me there. I do appreciate that ever so much, as you know. Speaking of members, obviously I'm on StreamYard. Can you have a go to see if you can do that free milestone thing? You know, if you go at the bottom of your chats where the payment options are, there should be a free one. I don't know if it works on StreamYard or not. I just wanted to say that was all. Thank you. So Adam's just put a message on 6 Mike 09 Drax sitting at Warrington. Is that a mistake? Or have we got two of them? Because obviously we just had one. Obviously, there the Pendo going slow because the 66 just up ahead of it. Yes, it was. It was sparking, even though it was going slow. It was actually sparking. I noticed that as well, Andrew. We've got Kev 380 joining. Good evening, Kev. Welcome. How are you? Do appreciate you checking in. Another slow pendo. Obviously, we have got quite a bit of traffic around at the moment, as you've just seen. We got the Grim Reaper joining. Good evening, Craig. How are you, pal? There we go. The Drax at Banky is not passing Acton Bridge. Thought we were going to be in for a special treat there. 2 Draxes in one night. It's not to be. Lights in the distance at Hartford. We are going through quite a busy period there at the moment. It's one after the other. This one's found the accelerator pedal though. Friday night train night, says the Shortbread Express. We got Vern joining from Chicago. Good afternoon, Vern. How are things over the pond? Vern's been a busy man. What have you been up to, Vern? Anything interesting? It's dry, Vern. At the moment, it's dry. It's a bit chilly, but it's dry. It's been quite mild during the day, to be fair, recently. But the evening, yeah, you feel the bite of it still at the evening. But the daylight's on its way back. That's the main thing. Oh, Craig has got his feet up. He's got gin, lime, and Coke. Poor Mrs. M. Oh, speaking of which, good evening, Mrs. M. Rob's on the lemonade. So we've got the Grim on the lime and Rob on the lemon. Well, it's cold out here, so I'm on the ice. Anything new, Mr. Hollywood, says Vern. Filming this Sunday for a flashback scene for the play that I'm doing in April. And then the 2 weekends after that, I'm filming with a university. New Durham Junction, sharing the love there. Do appreciate that. If you've got a link that you want to share, feel free. That's if you've got a spanner in your name, which I still haven't figured out how to add. I used to be able to do it through the app, but I can't no more. Here, you're up for an Oscar nomination. Good evening, Mav. Thank you for coming. How are you, mate? Appreciate you stopping by. And Mav also is a member. I do appreciate that as well, Mav. Thank you so much. Craig says, did you see the choppers I caught at Thornaby the other day? No, I haven't, Craig. I haven't. I'm guessing you've posted it, and I've not seen it. Well, I've obviously not seen it. Share away, Craig. I'll have a little nosy when I get back to the man cave later. Mav's been putting down one side of his layouts. And there's a link there from Craig as well. Thank you for that, Craig. Yeah, I'll check that when I return back to the man cave later, mate. Cheers. We've got a steam train coming through tomorrow morning, Craig. Well, twice. It's on a return journey tomorrow night. Not on this line. It's on the Manchester to Chester line. It's a Black 5. Leaves Manchester Victoria. I'm not sure. Just before 11, I think it is. Be at Northwich for 11:30. Then it's going Chester, then on to Holyhead, and then back again. I haven't decided whether I'm going to get that at Northwich Station or going over the Arches. I think going over the Arches would probably be a pretty good capture. I haven't decided yet which one to do. I'm also picking up a chainsaw in the morning, taking the hedge down. Well, not completely. Taking it down in half. So I'm going through a hedge tomorrow afternoon. Can't wait to do that. Steve's going to be on Lostock Bridge for the Black 5 in the morning. Well, if you can, Steve, while you're there, because I know exactly where you're going to be, if you can, get me a video of it in portrait. I'll add it to mine. Make that short a little bit bigger, so we've got it Lostock and Northwich. If you don't mind. Sparkolino. And the Grim Reaper has renewed his membership. Thank you, Craig. I do appreciate that, pal. Really do, as I do appreciate anybody that supports me, helps me out. Just by being here and watching and chatting is helping me out, so I do appreciate everybody. Craig thinks the Arches is probably a good shout as well. Yeah, I'm more swayed to the Arches than I am the station. I just know that when it comes through the station, though, it won't be going at full pelt. Well, it won't be going at full pelt anywhere on that line, to be fair. But it'll be going slower through the station than it will on the Arches, I suspect. I don't know if you've seen the Arches in Northwich. They're quite high up. And they're quite long as well. What do you think about this one, Steve? You know the area like I do. What about Vickers Way Park, where the Arches start? That could be a good one, couldn't it? Getting them on the Arches. I was thinking of going down by the river, though, because it's all open there. No, yeah, where I mean, in between the Dane and the Weaver on that island. Yeah, that was what I thought, Steve. Could be a bit close, couldn't it? But then again, if I'm stood on a platform, I'm closer still, aren't I? So late Pendo just past Wigan, says Adam, on Mike 17, running late. Mr. Trains, good evening and welcome to you. Thank you for joining. Mr. Trains says, hello, this is a new cam. Congratulations. Where is Acton Bridge? I've never heard of it. I've been doing this for probably 2 years now. Acton Bridge is on the West Coast Main Line in Cheshire. I'm facing towards Hertford. And if you go further than that, you've got Crewe. And then behind me, Liverpool, and all the way up to sunny Scotland. I think it's fair to say this is probably one of the better spots on the West Coast Main Line. Kev says, back in the 80s, my relatives lived half a mile from Folly Lane. Always had a Class 08 stabled. We used to come to Acton Bridge. Yep, the UK. So I am guessing you are non-UK. Kev says the next freight is going to be Folly Lane. Is that not the one that's cancelled or is currently down as cancelled? The fact that you've noticed it, Kev, suggests to me that it's probably not that one. Mr. Trains is in the United States. We've got another person from the United States in as well. We've got Vernie's in Chicago. We do get quite a few Americans joining my streams. M88 was cancelled and has passed. So obviously Kev has seen something that is in service. Okay, no problem. I've got the wires crossed. No problem. Thank you for that. I have a fellow rail fan in the UK. I'm in contact right now to tell about this live stream. I do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Appreciate anybody for spreading the word. Guess I should be with you 7:37-ish. Thank you for the update. Appreciate it. Yes, thank you, Steve. Be nice if we could hit that like button. Yes, likey. It's free. On Mike 17, Avanti, passing warrant. That's the late one then, is it, that you were on about earlier, Adam? Passing warrants and bank key, so that will be with us in a couple of minutes. And if it is the late one, I suspect it's going to be going full throttle. Craig there with another chef and Mr. Trains. Thank you for that, Craig. And also for Steve Goodyear too. Sounds like the farmer in the distance is having a battle with his sheep. I can hear his dog going off and the sheep barking like mad. The sheep barking like mad? Yeah, I did say that, didn't I? What was I thinking? Is he Welsh? Anyway, we got lights in the distance. People like to say they do make some odd noises. Yep. Something in the water around here, definitely. Don't eat Cheshire lamb. Yeah, not sure on what's approaching, but it's not moving too quickly at all. Or is it my eyes? Just seem to be there forever, them lights. No, it is moving quick. No, it's not. It was another newbie. Pendo glowing away. Obviously not at full speed. What should I make? Excellent. Oh dear. What have I done? I'm going to leave the camera in the tripod here. I'm going to go home. See you later. We got more lights in the distance. This looks slightly to the left. Does this come off the Northwich line? Or had it pulled over to let the 800 through? Yeah, I thought the same looking at it, Adam. It definitely looks like it's in the loop at the moment. Come off the Northwich line, definitely. There's a fox going across the track there. You won't be able to see it. You better run, lad. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. He's just walking across the tracks there, minding his own business. Not care in the world. Yes, well, luckily Basil has vacated the area for his own safety, thankfully. His car transported you. Sheep Express, get some Bartones. Somebody block Craig for me, please. Yeah, it looks like the bins have. It is the bins, isn't it? Looks like they've pulled up. Adam, I had to get that in, Craig. He's on the gin, isn't he? Of course. He's not going to stop now. Yeah. Red light behind. Mr. Trains, I'm back. Did I miss it? You've not missed anything, mate. We've got a bin train that's just pulled up in the distance, probably to allow our hourly stopper service to come through, I suspect. We just had a fox walking across the lines. Thankfully, he's gone now. And I've just heard some sheep barking. Now he's confused. He's thinking, what? Sheep barking? It is 7:45 in the evening. So the last two London North Westerns that came through were on time. Guessing with that, with the bins stopped ahead, that they are on time again. Yes, thank you, Avanti. Pendolino with the tones there. That was the one that's running late, so obviously going through full throttle, all 125 miles an hour of it. Yes, I just heard the announcement. Obviously, you guys won't be able to hear it because they have turned it right down. But the 1949 is actually on time. As I say that, it's approaching Hartford. So, yes, probably just ahead of time. They're on fire tonight. We're supposed to get our first high-speed train here in Texas soon, being built from scratch by the Japanese. Well, if you want a high-speed train, the Japanese are the people to do it. There we go. We've got a second satellites in the distance now. So there is only one thing for it. Anthra, good evening to you. Thank you for coming. How are you? How is France? How is Anoki? Anoki and I doing well. Oh, you've had an injury with your horse. Or should I say getting off your horse? Hopefully nothing serious. Hopefully you're recovered. Adam showing off his French lingo skills. Mr. Shortbread Express, did you see that? He did indeed. We still see two sets of lights in the distance. I've obviously moved over a little bit prematurely, but it is approaching. Obviously, like the last one, it's early, so it's in no hurry to get here. But there it is. Mr. Trains, that you asked that question at the right time. Mr. Grim Reaper, thank you so much for your donation. I do appreciate that, pal, as I do your membership. Helps me do what I do, so I really, really, really do appreciate it. Just as I do appreciate everyone just being here, that helps as well. And as I say that, Mr. Flymo, thank you to you too, sir. Really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. For something warming, yes, warming is definitely needed. A box of matches. Yes, indeed. Hit that like button. Yes, that is free, that like button. Completely free and helps me out. So, yes, do appreciate everybody being here. Hitting that like button. Of course, Flymo and Mr. Grim Reaper and Mav and Moneybrook Junction. Thank you all for your extra love. So with the stopper now gone, does that mean the bins can move into section? I think it does. I can hear a roar. It's fired up. But Mr. Trains, you're going to see a bit of freight here now. Seen our electrics. There's a bit of diesel coming into play for you. Squid Game Lover, good evening to you. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you checking in. It'll be quiet now so you can hear the roar. There we go. Second stopper has just left. All 8 of them on that one. So, top of the hour. That is me done for the night, done for the week. I am freezing. I am going to get back to the man cave. Catch up on Craig's video that he shared earlier. Have a ganders at that. So yes, I do appreciate everybody stepping in tonight, saying hello, hitting the like button. Really do appreciate it. And obviously, Mr. Grim, Reaper, and Adam for your donos tonight. I really do appreciate that. And to my members, Mav, Anthra, Moneybrook Junction, Craig. I do appreciate everyone's love. So yes, it is time to say goodbye, and I will see you all hopefully next week. We'll see what happens. I've got a busy couple of weeks coming up now with filming for this play, and obviously with the university. So see what's going on, and hopefully I can be back out again soon. So until then, take care, stay safe, and I've got to see you all very, very soon. Ta-da!